Okay, I'm back in Doki Doki Literature Club. This time I've turned the music completely off because I want you to actually be able to hear me in my video, so I learned my lesson last time. Um, so I'm back to this part. I don't know why I have to do this again, but whatever. So I think it would be kind of funny if last time I picked all the sad, depressing ones to try to impress Yuri, so I think this time I'm gonna try to impress. Oh, I forgot Natsuki. Yeah, I'm gonna try to impress her, the girl with the pink hair that's really annoying. Yeah, I think it'd be funny if I just went back and forth. I don't know what happens if you do that, but we're gonna find. I've never played a dating simulator, so I don't even know how they work completely. So we're gonna do that because I think that's funny. So we're gonna pick all the really cute, stupid sounding ones. Um, like skipping and oh, these are all. Uh, I guess that's probably the best one. Romance. That's a pretty good one. Or sweet. Sweet's even better. Strawberry. Or lollipop. Lollipop. Imagination. That's pretty good. Rainbow. Um, sunset. Love. Puppy. Um, flower. Spinning. That's fun. Papa. I'm picking that. Mm, pink. That's pretty good. What's good on here? Playground. Oh, sugar is good. Ribbon. We can just pick Doki Doki. Yeah, we're picking that. Kitty. That's good. Candy. Marshmallow. Fluffy. That's a good one. Okay. So this time we definitely did not press Yuri. Okay, time for reading. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the unusual scene greets me. Oh, that's unusual. I don't know. Hi, Elise. Yo, Sayori. Oh, yo, I don't like that word. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a pretty good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Well, good for you. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No, go with me by yourself. No thanks. Thank you. This person and me, this other release, we're like the same person. Like, I resonate with them so much. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why are we looking at her purse? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. She's gonna have no money. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only two small coins fall. I know she was gonna try to get me to pay for it. What a little trickster. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Because you're an idiot. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would win you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. What? I have a question. If this girl is always hungry, why is she so skinny? She's like a twig. It seems like if she was always hungry and always eating, she'd be not a twig. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Yeah, you should feel guilty for trying to steal my money. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that, oh, that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Elise to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ah! I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You are right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. What? Retribution. I was wondering, I'm like, that doesn't fit. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacked Sayori in the face and she tumbled onto the desk. Wah! What was... a cookie? She just got hit in the face with the cookie. Natsuki probably just threw it at her. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. That is very random. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I knew it. This girl is evil. Look at, she's got like pointy teeth. Like, I guess you all have pointy teeth, but her teeth, they just like, it's straight and then it just goes down and back up. That is a sign of an evil human. It worked. Now I'm with Natsuki. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Why don't you put it back yourself? What's the point of in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Uh, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know that anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see, I get it. I can tell when other people read manga. There's a lone volume of a manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Why is she keeping her manga here at the school? Shouldn't it be at her house? Ah, much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a close look at the box set she's admiring. Pair of Fate Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge me, you can go do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Elise. Consider this a lesson, straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ugh, I stare at the cover. It features four girls in colorful attire, striking animatic feminine feminine poses. What is a feminine pose? It's exceedingly Mo. What? Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why not like that? I guess it's easier for us to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly bad or anything. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've finished the series. Hey, are you not paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of this since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? No. Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have plot? Yes. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters, and besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. Oh, it's a shoujo manga, my least favorite type. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait, what's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking about the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impersonable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you were just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? I don't have any friends. Don't you share your manga with your friends? I do, and then they're not my friends anymore. Could you not rub it in? Geez, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't just judge, much less friends who are always into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess gravitating toward the other losers over time. I guess I've gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's possibly harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even know. I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Ooh, she can have an interesting backstory. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Monica was mean to you. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here, I'm reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts her fingers on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience,
Brief
that
summary of what
thought makes
happened.
me smile a little
We learned
to
that
myself.
Yuri is actually a narcissist. I bet you never would have expected that. Monica, Monica, she's real sus. Her poem, it was just creepy, and it was almost like she like broke the fourth wall and stuff while she was like giving her daily writing tips. So yeah, I don't trust her at all. Um, and then we learned that Monica has been secretly manipulating us into participating in the school festival, and she's gonna have us she wants us to read poetry there, and then she emotionally manipulated all of us into reading poetry in front of everyone. And she's emotionally manipulating us into reading poetry in front of the entire school. So yeah. Oh, we also learned that Sayori, she actually has a brain. She actually wrote a decent poem. It was probably the best one from the second day. I mean, she's still an idiot, but it wasn't. She can apparently actually think, which I did not know.
I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. Um, I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, oh no, now I have to make decisions. Um, what do I pick? This decision is gonna matter. I'm gonna stick with Sayori because she's my childhood friend. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Geez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Elise. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted to, so, Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. But yeah, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen anyways? It also be very annoying for me to walk Natsuki home because I don't know where Natsuki lives. Me and Sayori can live right next to each other. The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, I'm gonna have to make one of these again. Um, so I guess I'll do this again. Probably tomorrow. I don't know. I think it's gonna pick up. We're kind of in the love part, which I don't care about that much, but I'm sure we'll get to the horror part soon and that'll be interesting. So, anyways, bye.